Whether you're a health or fitness junkie or someone that just loves to eat, there's a type of fast food for everyone. I'm a huge fan of McDonald's, KFC and Pizza from either Papa John's or Pizza Hut. I've never been a huge fan of Burger King. Hardees is so good, but I don't think there are any chains in North America, or at least none in Canada. But technically these days the buffet style Chinese, Indian and Greek places are also fast food, right? They're in the food court, you get your meal within 3 minutes, so I'd call that fast food. What is up you guys? Hope you're having an awesome day. I'm your host Eamon Hassan and welcome back to another video. The fast food industry is a dirty place for several reasons, so let's get greasy. These are the top 10 scary fast food secrets. Starting us off at number 10 are drink dispensers. Yes, I know that drink dispensers at any given fast food place are all watered down as hell and almost always flat. Well, that's actually the least of our concerns right now. There was a study that found out that thousands of drink dispensers in fast food restaurants contain traces of fecal bacteria. Bruh. It's not even in 1 or 2 and can be named a fluke or a bad batch. Traces were found in the thousands. Now thankfully the bacteria that's found on these dispensers won't kill you in low doses, but coliform bacteria is found in our and that is freaking disgusting. Another bacteria that was found on them was E. coli, which is bad. It can cause really bad food poisoning and even death. So if you're one of those people who are like, oh, I don't care what's in my food as long as it tastes good, just buy a bottled fizzy drink. There's no need to use the dispenser. And yes, I call it fizzy drink, not soda, not pop, fizzy drink. Sue me. Coming in at number 9 is cognitive ability. So we already know junk food is the leading cause of the risk of developing diabetes and of course obesity. But research has discovered that consuming a lot of junk food can negatively affect your brain and more importantly your memory. Eating a lot of it causes high levels of insulin in your body, which can make your fat, liver and muscle cells stop responding to the hormone altogether. If the brain has extra exposure to insulin, then it can also cause it to stop responding to it, which limits our ability to make new memories and even think. Researchers tried blocking insulin in an experiment with rats and they found that the rats got really freaking confused and could no longer make their way out of the maze they were in when they could have done it 10 minutes beforehand. So I mean, fast food in moderation is fine, but too much and soon enough you won't even remember what you're doing, bro. Facts are facts. At number 8 we have eggs. Any day that I'm getting late for work, I skip making breakfast at home and then order a breakfast sandwich and coffee from Tim Hortons, but I'm gonna stop doing that now because of the secret that I just uncovered. Basically, a lot of fast food chains try to cut back production costs as much as possible to make more profit, yada yada yada, and one of the most common ways they do this is by using an egg substitute for their breakfast meals. Premium egg blend is what it's called and it has a very high level of glycerin in it. Glycerin, the ingredient that's in your soap, shaving foam and cough syrup. Glycerin, the thing that's used to treat wounds and can be used as a laxative if you put it in your bum. It's also found in most e-cigarettes and vapes and it's used in antifreeze. Having said all that, I don't want to be eating high levels of it every morning. No thank you. I actually had one this morning as I found out this fact and I was like, screw this. Filling at number 7 slot is sweet tea. This one took place in Pizza Hut, which genuinely just stabbed my heart a little bit, but I need to share it because even reading it was about to make me vomit. So this was shared by Redditor Codester619 who used to work at Pizza Hut during high school. They shared that one of the restaurant's delivery drivers most likely lived out of his car and clearly never showered. And we don't judge, you know, everyone has their own circumstances and are dealing with their own. So this guy's hands were always very smelly and covered in dirt and flaky skin. Maybe bad eczema or just a literal buildup of dirt. Either way, one day he walked into the dining area because he had to fill up a cup with sweet tea since it was part of the delivery. The user then informed him that by the way that tea isn't sweet yet, so he used his hands to hold the ice in the cup while pouring the sweet tea back into the giant container. So that entire vat of sweet tea had bits of his flaked off dead skin and dirt, and everyone who ordered it got a bit of that. Like, I'm gonna vomit right now. No, I'm actually kidding. The user obviously did not serve that to people. He found a very sneaky way to throw out the contaminated one and fill a new one, but still, imagine if he hadn't done that or no one had seen the guy do that. KO. wasted. Now at number 6 is apple pie. Now I'm not a huge fan of apple desserts, you know, apple crumble and whatnot, but I have gotten the apple pie from McDonald's a few times and it's pretty damn good. But my winning go-to dessert will always be the Oreo McFlurry. I don't even care. Now anyway, a lot of fast food places have apple pies on their dessert menu since they're very easy, but please never order one again. Apparently, in order for the pies to feed quickly and easily into the production machines, these places add a ton of chemicals into them. One of those is an extract called L-cysteine, and does anyone want to take a wild guess on where they come from? It's plucked from human hair, hog hair, and most commonly duck feathers. So yeah, that apple pie should really be relabeled because all that it's hair pie. It's not apple pie. Okay? But I feel like if you have long hair, like you're always gonna be eating bits of your hair anyways, so I mean, you know. Coming in at number 5 is APPLEBEES. So I've never actually tried APPLEBEES, but it looks tasty enough. And then I asked the office and they told me it was glorified trash and basically a fast food joint masquerading as a restaurant. So just ignore that comment that I made. Anyway, this one comes from Reddit user Creeper of Internet, who admitted she used to be a waitress at APPLEBEES and she just had to confess that none of the food is freshly made. The entire menu is put in the microwave and warmed up. Damn B. That's why when you order a steak there, you can't specify what rarity you want it because microwave just aren't that advanced. You can either say pink or no pink so the wait staff knows how long to put it in the microwave for, which is just gross. I don't want a microwave steak. But then again, it's APPLEBEES, so like you really get what you paid for. The staff are also discouraged from telling customers how many calories are in each meal unless they're specifically asked. E.g., the oriental chicken salad that people usually order when they want to eat something light is actually 1,500 calories. You're welcome. But that's also the same at McDonald's. Like that salad, not healthy. At number 4 are dishes. Now when I go to a restaurant, whether it's fancy like P.F. Chang's or literally a sit-down Chili's, I always look at my plate and cutlery to make sure they're clean before I start using anything, and a lot of the time they're just not. There's a bit of dried up sauce on the fork from previous use or a bit of something stuck on the plate. And why is that, people? It's not hard to clean dishes. Because apparently during busy times at the restaurant, the servers won't fully scrape off all the food on the plates before putting them in the dishwasher. This can also happen even when it's not busy if you just have lazy employees. If so, fire them. So the food in the dishwasher gets ground up and then stays in the water that continuously feeds into the machine, so the dirty food water gets sprayed onto clean crockery when it comes out. So just because they're sanitized doesn't make them clean. Now here's a challenge. Next time you eat out, whenever that may be because of COVID, just smell the glass they give you. Just ask for a glass of water, smell the glass they give you. I can guarantee it always smells like rotten eggs. An employee at IHOP ordered a BLT during their break and found a banana slice stuck at the bottom of their sandwich because the plate was not cleaned properly. I have made my point. Filling at number 3 slot are BEETLES. Now as a kid, one of my aunts told me the reason Coke had the dark color it had, or has, was because it was colored with crushed beetles. And at that time I believed it and threw away the Coke I was literally drinking when she told me that fact. Now when I got older, I thought it was just something she said to scare me, but apparently it's kinda true. Now a lot of food dyes and artificial food colorings come from the red cochineal beetle. They capture it, dry it up, and then crush it for the color. And no, consuming low doses of crushed beetles isn't lethal, but that doesn't make it okay. That's nasty. If you look at the list of ingredients on any given item, it'll be listed as carminic acid, and it's used in so many fast food items, including processed poultry like chicken nuggets. And last time I checked, every fast food place basically serves their version of chicken nuggets. So think twice the next time you order those chicky nuggies, okay? Also, just to add the cherry on top, because I've already ruined chicky nuggies for you, so like how could your day get worse? Research has showed us that food dyes change the behavior of kids and make them more irritable, hyper, and bad-tempered. So just stop it. Just stop. Now at number 2 is whipped cream. This secret blew my mind because if there's something I love more than anything, it is whipped cream. Anytime I would order an iced drink or dessert, I always get it with extra whipped cream and just eat the whipped cream on its own before even starting the meal. But now I'm like, wow, it just feels so wrong now. So Reddit user Secure Opossum formerly worked at Starbucks, and she revealed that it's really common for baristas to get nitrous oxide buzzes from the whipped cream dispensers. Some of the employees used to do it daily, and it's not just chains like Starbucks. Another editor who worked at Chili's said their head chef was a Coke addict and would continuously inhale the aerosol from the whipped cream so he'd be high throughout his shift. If that isn't bad enough, he'd then put the whipped cream back so waiters would use it for milkshakes. And finally, at number 1 is expiration. Fast food honestly lasts embarrassingly long to the point we should all be questioning it. I remember seeing this video in primary school of someone who had kept a McDonald's burger in a jar for like a year or 5 or some crazy time like that, and it stayed perfectly preserved. Now, a burger from McDonald's has enough preservatives that it can last for 14 years and not change in appearance. Food is meant to rot and expire, that's why we eat it fresh. But if a burger is sitting there identical to what it looked like a decade ago, then clearly it's made from such little natural ingredients that it's probably more plastic than it is food. Their fries are the exact same. A batch of fries will look exactly the same even after 3 years, albeit soggy, but still the same. Nothing is immortal, you guys. Not us, not animals, and food should not be either. And that is it for today's video, guys. Damn it! I can't get sweet tea now from Pizza Hut. I can't have whipped cream because I'm just feeding people's nitrous oxide addictions. Like, can't do anything right! But it's fine because I honestly never ordered chicken nuggets from McDonald's anyway. I either get a Happy Meal chicken burger with chocolate milk. At me, I don't give a and no, not with the toy. Okay? Anywho, let me know what surprised you the most from this list. As always, I've been your host, Eamon Hassan, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye! I feel a burp coming on. No, it wasn't. Sorry, Connor.